My beloved child, listen closely to what I am about to reveal. You have cried in silence, you have asked me, Lord, if He truly loves me, then why does He keep running? Why does He hide His truth behind walls of fear and pride? And I, your God, have heard every whisper of your heart. You think He turned away because He doesn't care, but the truth runs deeper than you know. He loves you, He truly does, but right now, He is living a lie that His soul can no longer bear. The man I am speaking of was not always like this. Once, he was pure in his intentions, gentle in his words, open in his spirit. But somewhere along his path, darkness found its way into his truth. It didn't happen overnight. Lies have a quiet way of growing, first a whisper, then a comfort, then a mask. And now, he wears that mask every day, trying to survive a world that rewards pretenders and punishes the pure, but I see behind his mask. I see the nights he lies awake, staring into nothing, wondering how his life became something he doesn't even recognize. I see him replaying memories of you, the laughter, the connection, the stillness when your souls met. That was real. That was truth. That was me breathing into both of you, showing him what love looks like when it comes from heaven, yet he walked away from it. Not because your love wasn't enough, but because he believed he wasn't enough for your love. He chose the easier path, the one built on appearances, not authenticity. He told himself he was doing the right thing, convincing his mind that comfort was safer than truth. But I tell you now, my child, no one can live long in a lie without losing themselves. The weight of that lie is slowly breaking him inside. You've been asking me, God, why are you letting him stay there? Why haven't you shaken his world yet? And my answer is this: I have been patient. I have been watching. I have been waiting for the exact moment when the illusion he built begins to crumble. And that moment is closer than you think. His world is about to shift. Everything he used to depend on for identity, reputation, and control will start to fall apart. He will try to hold it together, but I will not let him. Because I love him too much to let him live in deception any longer, and I love you too much to let you keep wondering whether you were never enough. You were not the problem. You were the mirror. You showed him who he truly was. You awakened a truth inside him that he tried to bury. That's why he pulled away, not because your light frightened him, but because it revealed everything false within him. You loved him with honesty, and honesty exposes what lies cannot survive. There will come a time, soon, when he will stand before his own reflection and finally see the cracks in his armor. He will realize that everything he built without me was built on sand. His relationships, his choices, his image, will tremble under the weight of divine truth. You must not chase after him when this happens. You must not try to fix what I am breaking. Let me do the work, for what I am doing is sacred. I am taking apart the false version of him, piece by piece, until only truth remains. He will resist it at first. He will deny, deflect, and pretend nothing is wrong. But inside, he will hear my voice, the same voice that once spoke to him through your love. And that voice will call him back to himself, and back to me. Do you know why you still feel his energy so deeply? Because your souls are still connected through purpose. You were not sent into his life to be forgotten, you were sent as a divine reminder. You were the whisper of heaven when he was drowning in the noise of the world, but he turned down the volume of that whisper, he chose the comfort of the lie. Still, I never left him. I never left you. Every time you prayed for him, I took those words and placed them like seeds in his spirit. Even when he laughed at his own pain or distracted himself with empty things, the roots of your prayers began to grow. He does not know it yet, but your intercession is what will bring him to his knees one day, not in shame, but in surrender. When that day comes, he will remember everything, the way you looked at him with love that didn't demand. The way you spoke truth when everyone else spoke flattery, the way you saw through his mask and loved the soul behind it, that memory will haunt him, not to torment him, but to heal him. It will be the bridge I use to bring him back into the light. You, my child, must keep walking forward. You cannot wait for him to awaken, for the work I am doing in him requires time and silence. Your healing must not depend on his apology. Your joy must not depend on his return. Because what I am preparing for you is greater than what you lost. Yes, I said lost. You lost something real, and I see your pain, I see the ache of absence, the unanswered messages, the way you still check for signs that he remembers. But listen carefully, he does remember. Every part of him still remembers. But he is trapped in a life built on lies, and only I can set him free. Do not let bitterness grow in you. Do not curse the waiting. Do not confuse his silence for forgetfulness. The truth is, he's not ignoring you, he's ignoring himself, and soon, that will no longer be possible, for I, the Lord your God, am stirring his spirit. I am rearranging his steps. The lies that once felt safe will start to suffocate him. He will begin to question everything, the relationships, the commitments, the illusions that made him feel powerful. The very things he clung to will start slipping away. You will not see this at first, because it will happen in secret. But I tell you, behind the curtain of his public life, a storm is already forming. A spiritual collision between who he pretends to be and who I created him to be. He cannot hide from it, he cannot silence it, and when the storm breaks, he will remember your light. That's when truth will set him free. He will come face to face with the reality that love without honesty is not love at all, it's fear wearing a mask. And in that moment, he will crave what he once ran from, the truth that lived in you. But child, hear me well, when that moment arrives, do not rush back in. Let him walk through repentance, not rescue. Let him find me before he finds you. Because when he returns, I do not want him to return out of loneliness, I want him to return out of transformation, and if I choose to bring him back to you, it will not be as the man who left, it will be as the man I promised you. Until then, you must live your truth. You must shine brighter, not dimmer. You must trust that what I reveal, I will also heal. He is living a lie now, yes. But that lie is collapsing. His smile no longer comforts him, his laughter feels hollow. The people he surrounds himself with no longer satisfy his soul. Because once a soul has tasted divine connection, counterfeit love can no longer sustain it. He is restless. He is uneasy. He is confused, and that confusion is divine. You have seen glimpses of this in your dreams, haven't you? You've seen him looking lost, trying to speak but no words coming out. Those are not random dreams, they are spiritual echoes. His higher self is crying out, and your spirit can feel it. Soon, truth will no longer be hidden. The veil will lift. What was concealed will be exposed, not to shame him, but to set him free. And when that happens, you will see my justice unfold, not as punishment, but as correction, because I love both of you. I love you enough to heal your wounds, and I love him enough to break his illusions. He doesn't know it yet, but every step he takes in that false life is leading him closer to collapse. Not the kind of collapse that destroys, but the kind that awakens. You see, my child, when I want to reveal the truth in someone's heart, I first allow their own lies to betray them. The mask begins to crack. The comfort starts to feel like chains. The people who once fed his pride begin to drain his peace. Slowly, he begins to feel the emptiness behind his own choices. That is where he is now. Standing in the middle of everything he once wanted, but feeling more lost than ever. He tells himself he's fine. He posts smiles, he plays the part, but when the night grows silent, my voice begins to whisper through the noise. This is not who you are. This is not where you belong. You are living a lie, and I am calling you home. And even though he resists, the whisper is growing louder. Every time he sees a glimpse of someone truly happy, his heart aches, not because he is jealous, but because he remembers what real love felt like. The way his soul breathed around you. The peace he felt when your presence filled the room. He remembers it all, even when he pretends not to, but he also remembers the moment he walked away. He thought he was choosing strength, independence, control. What he didn't realize was that he was choosing bondage. For no one who walks away from divine connection finds peace in illusion. I have watched him chase success that doesn't satisfy. I have watched him give his heart to things that drain it dry. And still, I've had mercy. Because I know that the man you love is not the one he is pretending to be. Beneath the layers of pride, fear, and confusion, there is still a boy who once cried out for me in the dark. There is still a heart that once wanted to do right, and that heart, though buried under the dust of deception, still beats for truth. There will come a night soon when everything he's built will feel too heavy. He will lie awake, unable to rest, unable to silence the ache. That will be the beginning of my awakening. That will be the moment when heaven's hand begins to move. You may not see it immediately, but you will feel it. You will feel a strange peace in your spirit, a knowing that something unseen is shifting. You will wake up one day, and for the first time in a long while, you won't feel the same weight. That will be the sign that I have begun to set things in motion. Do not confuse my silence for absence. My silence is strategy. When I am quiet, it is because I am working in secret. I am touching hearts, changing minds, and rewriting stories behind closed doors. He cannot run from what I am doing. Even his lies are about to start betraying him. Words will slip. Truth will surface. And what was once hidden in darkness will be brought to light. And when it happens, child, do not rejoice in his pain, rejoice in his awakening. For it is mercy that breaks us open. It is grace that exposes our lies. You have wondered many times if he even deserves another chance. You've asked me, Lord, why should I still care about someone who left me for a lie? And I tell you, because your love was never meant to be ordinary. You loved him with the kind of love that came from my heart, not your own. It was divine love, unexplainable, unconditional, enduring. That love was not wasted. Even if he never returns, the love you gave still changed him. It still planted something eternal in his soul. It awakened a longing for truth that will never leave him. No matter where he goes, and you, do you know what that same love did for you? It purified you. It expanded your spirit. It made you more like me. For those who love like heaven love deeply, even when it hurts, do not think that I haven't seen your tears. Every one of them was sacred. You cried because your heart was real in a world that rewards the fake. You felt abandoned because he chose an illusion over authenticity. But what you didn't realize is that every tear was watering the seeds of your purpose. You are not waiting in vain. You are not forgotten. I am not just restoring what you lost, I am transforming who you are. There is power being built inside of you, power that will make you unshakable. The same pain that once broke you will become the platform from which I lift you, and when he sees you again, he will not see the same woman he once left behind. He will see light, he will see strength, he will see peace that doesn't beg for attention, love that doesn't chase validation, confidence that doesn't come from what others think. He will be drawn to it. Not because you are the same, but because you have become what his spirit always recognized as home. Still, you must understand something sacred. Not everyone who wakes up to their lie deserves immediate access to your light again. Some must watch from a distance as the consequence of their choices unfold. For divine justice is not revenge, it is balance. He must learn what it means to face himself without your comfort. He must rebuild his faith, not just his feelings. And when he learns that truth is the only foundation strong enough to build love upon, he will finally understand why I took him away. I removed him not to punish you, but to protect what I placed inside you. I removed him because the version of him that existed could not honor the version of you I am creating, and yet, there is still redemption written in his story. Do not be surprised when his life begins to unravel. Do not fear when you hear news of things falling apart for him. This is not destruction, it is divine correction. Sometimes, I must tear down before I can rebuild. He will come to a point where the weight of his own lies will feel unbearable. The people he trusted will turn away. The false promises he believed in will crumble. And when he has no one left to lean on, he will finally look up. That moment will be sacred. That will be when heaven steps in fully. You will not need to do anything. Your silence will speak more loudly than any words. Your peace will convict him more deeply than any argument ever could, for you are not the same woman he once knew. You are becoming who I destined you to be, and when the time is right, you will understand why I allowed the delay. Because I was not just preparing him for you, I was preparing you for the kind of love that only truth can sustain. Soon, the truth he's been hiding will come to light. The conversations he's been avoiding will find him. The guilt he buried will rise. And when it does, you will hear of it. Not by chance, but by design. Because when I reveal truth, I always make sure the one who prayed for it witnesses it. When you see this unfold, do not reach out. Do not try to rescue. Just whisper, Lord, I release him into your hands. That release is the key that unlocks your next blessing. You have been holding on tightly, hoping for answers, trying to make sense of what happened. But you are about to see that I never abandoned the story. I've simply been writing it in ways you could not yet understand. He is living a lie today, but that lie is coming to an end, and when it does, my child, light will flood in. You will see how every unanswered prayer was actually answered in protection. You will understand why I said no when you begged for yes. You will realize that I was not delaying your joy, I was preserving it. You were never meant to be another chapter in his illusion, you were meant to be the truth that ends it, and when that truth fully breaks through, the world will see the power of divine timing. The man who once hid will come forward. The woman who once wept will rise. The story that once seemed broken will become a testimony of transformation. And now, my child, as this season comes to its turning point, I need you to understand what I am truly doing. The truth that is about to be revealed will not come as thunder or fire, it will come quietly, like dawn breaking through the clouds after a long night. One day, soon, you will feel it, the air will change, the heaviness will lift, and you will know that the lie he has been living can no longer hold. He will begin to confess things, not because he is brave, but because the weight of silence will crush him. Every secret he tried to bury will rise up like waves. He will see the pain in the eyes of those he deceived. He will feel the echo of every unspoken truth beating in his chest. And in that breaking, he will finally see me. Do not look at this as punishment, look at it as mercy. For every lie that dies brings a soul closer to freedom. Every illusion that crumbles makes space for light. He will be stripped of the things that once gave him false comfort so that he can learn what real comfort feels like, the comfort of honesty, humility, and peace. When this happens, you may hear from him. His words may tremble. He may speak with tears, confusion, or shame. And you will feel the old ache return for a moment. But this time, you will not collapse under it. You will stand strong. You will listen not with the same heart that once waited, but with the spirit that has already healed. Because by then, I will have already restored you, I will have filled the cracks in your heart with my light. You will see yourself not as the one who was left behind, but as the one who was chosen to awaken truth. You will realize that your worth was never determined by his ability to see it. You will understand that my plan for you was never delayed, only unfolding. You see, the lie he lived was never truly about you. It was about his fear. Fear of losing control, fear of vulnerability, fear of facing himself. But fear cannot coexist with love. That is why his love could never fully express itself while he was still chained to the lie, and that is why I had to separate you, so that love could be reborn in truth. You have grown, my child. The fire did not destroy you, it refined you. You no longer need constant reassurance to know you are chosen. You no longer need validation to know you are seen. You walk with the quiet confidence of one who has been touched by heaven. That is what I wanted to give you all along, not temporary affection, but eternal identity, and him. I am not finished with him yet. There will be a time when he looks back and sees that every door he forced open only led him further from peace. He will see that what he called freedom was actually a prison without walls. And when he realizes that, his soul will cry out for me, not for escape, but for truth. That cry will be the moment of his redemption. Whether your paths cross again after that is in my hands. Some souls reunite, others part so that both may continue growing. But no matter what, nothing that was born of truth is ever lost. The connection you shared will always exist on a higher plane, healed, holy, and whole, so release him. Not in anger, but in faith. Release the story, release the outcome, release the need to understand every detail, for I am the author, and the ending is already written. When the truth comes, you will not need to defend yourself. I will speak for you. Those who doubted you will see. Those who mocked your pain will understand. Because I am about to turn what was hidden into testimony. You will stand before those who once misunderstood you, and they will see the glow of grace around you. They will see that the same pain that was meant to break you became the reason you shine. He will see it too, and in that moment, he will understand what real love costs, and what it means to lose it. That realization will not destroy him, it will deliver him. It will humble him enough to seek me, to seek truth, to seek peace, and if I choose to bring his path back toward yours, it will not be the same man who left. It will be a man who has met his Maker, faced his lies, and come out new. But until then, I need you to walk forward in joy. I need you to live, to laugh again, to believe again. Do not let the memory of betrayal make you afraid of love. You are not called to shrink. You are called to rise. You are called to embody the truth that healed you. There will come a day when you will look back at this time and whisper, "Now I understand." The confusion will fade, and clarity will flood your soul like sunlight through stained glass. You will thank me for the delay, for the distance, for the discipline, because you will see that everything I took was replaced with something eternal. Child of light, the truth is on its way. The storm has almost passed. What was hidden is surfacing. What was broken is mending. What was false is falling, and through it all, I have been with you. When you wept in silence, I was there. When you doubted my plan, I was there. When you thought it was over, I was writing a new beginning. So lift your head, dry your eyes. The truth that once hurt you will soon heal you. He loves you, yes, but he has been living a lie. And now, the lie is dying. I am the God of truth, and I am about to show you why everything happened the way it did. Because, my child, I never waste pain. I turn it into purpose. I never allow separation without transformation, and I never, ever let lies win over love. Hold on to your faith. Stay close to my word. Keep your heart soft, for soon, all that was hidden will be revealed. And when that day comes, you will stand in the light of what was always meant for you, whispering through tears not of sorrow, but of gratitude. Now I see, Lord. Now I understand. You were protecting me all along.